Ladies and gentlemen, grab your wigs, your popcorn, and maybe even your blood pressure meds, because the internet just had a collective meltdown. Remy Ma has collapsed. Yes, collapsed. Not in a metaphorical, my heart is broken way, but in a full-on dramatic faint caught on 17 iPhones and a stadium's worth of gasps. And the reason? Oh, just a tiny, insignificant event called Papoose secretly marrying Claressa Shields in a hush-hush, no invites, roses and revenge-filled ceremony. Yep. While Remy was out here plotting comebacks and throwing shade, her own husband was out here throwing rice at another woman. Tell me, what do you do when your entire world gets snatched at the altar by your rival in a custom bridal tracksuit? Was this betrayal premeditated? Was Remy really blindsided? Or is this all part of a bigger, darker plan cooked up behind closed celebrity doors? And here's the kicker. The fans? They didn't just react. They stormed the venue. Champagne bottles flew. Security was useless. TMZ tripped over their own tripods trying to get footage. This isn't just messy. It's historical. Stay tuned, because we've got the footage breakdown, the anonymous texts, the fake pastors, the luxury scandals, and yes, the viral tear heard round the world. All right, take a deep breath, because the betrayal we're about to unpack isn't just disrespectful, it's downright diabolical. Papoose, Claressa, Remy Ma, three names we never thought would be tangled in a love triangle so messy. It makes Zeus and Hera look like a stable couple. Now, let's start with the man at the center of this storm, Papoose. Once hailed as the poster child for loyal black men, the king who waited outside prison gates with a wedding ring and unwavering faith. For years, fans celebrated him as the blueprint. A man who stood by Remy Ma through her darkest days, her prison sentence, her comeback. He was the rock, the anchor, the ride or die every woman dreamed of. But today, that image has been ripped, stomped, and thrown into the nearest bonfire. Because, ladies and gentlemen, he just married Claressa Shields, the undefeated boxing champ, Remy Ma's not-so-secret nemesis, and the woman whose entire existence screams, I can, and will take your man. And the kicker? It was a secret ceremony. No press, no fans, no warning. Just an intimate event held at a luxury private estate in the hills of New Jersey, with a guest list so exclusive, even Fat Joe didn't get an invite. That's how deep this betrayal runs. Now, let's rewind a little. Because this isn't just a one-day scandal. It's a culmination of months of whispered rumors, cryptic tweets, awkward red carpet photos, and one viral moment that cracked the internet. Claressa stepping out with Papoose at an awards show, holding his hand. At the time, fans screamed, no, it's just platonic. He's supporting her boxing career. Remy Ma must be backstage. Nope. Turns out, Remy wasn't backstage. She wasn't even in the building. Because according to a source who claims to be very close to the valet staff, Remy Ma was never invited. That night, Claressa and Papoose arrived together, left together, and spent exactly 6 hours and 42 minutes inside a hotel suite just minutes away. But here's where it gets even juicier. Rumors about Remy and Papoose falling apart behind closed doors had been swirling for a while. Industry insiders whispered about explosive arguments, studio lockouts, and even a rumored fistfight over Remy's alleged flirtationship with hitman Hala. But nobody expected this level of fallout. Not even Remy herself. Because as the story goes, Remy Ma found out about the wedding the same day it happened. Picture it. Remy's sitting in a dressing room, mid-makeup, preparing for a podcast interview. Her phone buzzes. A message pops up. No words, just a video. She opens it, and there he is, Papoose, in a white tux, standing beside Claressa Shields, beaming like he just won a lifetime supply of peace and protein shakes. Behind them, a preacher, a ring bearer, and a tiny choir singing a gospel remix of Beyoncé's Dangerously in Love. And Remy? She screamed. Collapsed. Right there in front of two stylists, one in turn, and a tray of untouched vegan sliders. Eyelashes flew. Her Fenty foundation hit the floor. Paramedics were called. It was that serious. Meanwhile, across town, the wedding was in full swing. Guests sipped champagne. Claressa wore a $40,000 custom gown with boxing glove embroidery on the sleeves. A drone flew overhead, capturing every smug smile and every smug step Papoose took. Even the cake was disrespectful. 3 tiers, white and gold, topped with a fondant bride, literally K-O-N-G, a fondant version of Remy Ma with a left hook. I'm not kidding. That photo is now circulating online under the hashtag Remy got clocked. But wait, it doesn't stop there. As the wedding footage leaked onto social media, fans began gathering outside the venue. At first, it was just a few confused supporters, holding signs that read, "Pap, say it ain't so," and "Remy deserved better." But within an hour, hundreds had gathered. Then thousands. People were flying in from other states just to protest this holy hot mess. And what did Papoose do when he saw the crowd growing outside? He kissed his new bride, raised her hand like she just won a title fight, and waved at the crowd like they were peasants. The nerve. Meanwhile, Remy was rushed to a private hospital under a fake name to avoid paparazzi. And from what our exclusive sources tell us, she didn't speak for 5 straight hours. Just stared at the wall, whispering, Nah, he wouldn't do me like this." But, oh yes, he did. And this isn't just a betrayal of the heart, it's a betrayal of legacy. Because Papoose and Remy Ma weren't just a couple. They were a brand, a hip-hop power duo, a love story that withstood prison time, industry drama, cheating rumors, and internet trolls. So, what exactly pushed Papoose to cross the line and tie the knot with his wife's biggest enemy? Was it revenge? Loneliness? Or was this all part of a bigger scheme, one that Claressa had been orchestrating from the start? Because let's not forget, Claressa had been throwing subliminal shade at Remy for months. From her accidental Instagram captions like "Real women win rings, not rap battles," to her podcast comment about how some women out here get loyalty they never earned. The signs were there. And now, she has the man, the ring, and the crown Remy never thought she'd lose. But just when we thought it couldn't get more chaotic, just when we thought this was your average celebrity love triangle, with a little betrayal, some wedding cake drama, and a few viral TikToks, boom. The internet exploded with a twist that no one saw coming. Because moments after Claressa Shields posted that smug wedding kiss photo with the caption, "He was always mine," she just borrowed him. Fans didn't just react, they revolted. Twitter collapsed. Instagram glitched. TikTok became a war zone of edits, memes, and reaction videos set to "How Could You" by Mario and "Ring the Alarm" by Beyoncé. People were pulling out old interviews, digging through 2008 throwbacks, and unearthing leaked voicemails that allegedly show this betrayal had been years in the making. Let's start with the investigative goldmine that dropped from a mysterious account named @RealIndustryPlant101. This anonymous page uploaded a leaked text thread between Claressa and her so-called spiritual coach, dated back to 2 months before the wedding. And the messages? Pure venom. Claressa: "He already sleeps in a separate room. She's delusional. Coach: You must be patient. Let the collapse happen naturally. Claressa: Trust me, after this next dinner, he's never looking back." Dinner? Separate rooms? Collapse. Fans went nuts. Reddit threads went deep. One user even broke down the exact date of that next dinner and matched it to a now-deleted photo of Remy eating alone at a sushi bar while Papoose and Claressa were spotted laughing across town at a steakhouse. And you thought Nancy Drew was retired? Please. The internet became a full-blown detective agency. But it doesn't end with DMs. Oh no. We also got a security guard from the wedding venue who anonymously spoke to the Shade Files podcast. Voice distorted, of course, but his tea was boiling. I ain't saying names, but someone showed up in a hoodie and shades, crying at the gate, screaming, "Let me in. I'm his wife." Security thought it was a crazed fan until they saw the lip gloss, Fendi Gloss Bomb. Then we knew. It was Remy. Yes. Remy Ma allegedly tried to crash the wedding, but was turned away from her own man's wedding. Let that sink in. Meanwhile, Papoose? Not even a public statement. Not even a "please respect our privacy." Just posted a flick of him and Claressa holding hands on a private jet, captioned, "New chapter. Same king." King. Sir, this ain't Game of Thrones, and you just betrayed the mother of your children on live television. Naturally, this ignited a fan-led protest movement. Welcome to the age of #Justice for Remy, where loyal supporters took to the streets outside Hot 97, BET, and even Remy's old high school, chanting "Bring Pat back" and waving signs that said "Love ain't loyalty" without Remy. Even celebrities couldn't stay silent. Cardi B tweeted, "Nah, y'all gon' stop playing with Remy. She carried that man on her back. SMH." Fat Joe posted a black square. No caption. Just vibes of pain and quiet judgment. And even Nicki Minaj, yes, Nicki, posted a shady tweet that said, "Ain't no loyalty in this Barbie world. Snake dove." Now, we haven't confirmed if that snake emoji was for Papoose or Claressa, but either way, the Barbs went into full attack mode. But here's where it takes an even darker turn. According to a leaked bank document, again, take this with a grain of internet salt, Papoose recently transferred $275,000 from his shared business account with Remy into a new LLC registered under Claressa's name. What does that mean? It means the woman who once said, "I don't need a man to fund my grind," is now co-owner of a brand called Pap and Power, allegedly geared toward relationship coaching and celebrity wedding planning. You can't make this stuff up, but we are. Meanwhile, Remy's team has gone full crisis mode. Her publicist released a statement claiming Remy is taking time to recover from an unexpected emotional trauma and will not be engaging in public appearances at this time. Translated, sis is somewhere throwing Louboutin heels at a therapist's wall. And the cherry on top? We got footage. A leaked video clip, recorded by a guest hiding behind a floral archway, shows the exact moment Claressa turns to Papoose mid-ceremony and says, quote, "This isn't about shade. This is about truth. I'm not your rebound. I'm your upgrade." You could practically hear the ghost of every Remy and Pap anniversary post scream in the distance. And just when we thought this wedding couldn't be any more tone-deaf, Papoose ended his vows by quoting Tupac. "Even when I'm wrong, I'm right, because my heart never lied." Sir, what? Is that supposed to be poetic? Or just gaslighting wrapped in a tuxedo? Needless to say, the public reaction has been chaotic. Some fans are burning Pap's old mixtapes. Others are remixing the wedding footage into petty TikToks with Marvin's Room playing in the background. But then came the wildest rumor of all, that this wedding wasn't even legal. Yep. According to an anonymous cousin of the officiant, the pastor that married them was not licensed. Just a clout-chasing YouTuber who got his minister certificate from a meme site. That means Papoose and Claressa may not be legally married at all. Which raises the question, was this all staged? A publicity stunt? A power play? Or just one giant ego trip to get back at Remy Ma for allegedly stepping out with hitman Hala last year? Either way, the consequences are piling up. Remy's label is reconsidering her next album drop. Papoose just got dropped from a major endorsement deal with a men's grooming brand. And Claressa? Well, she's dropping merch. That's right. Her new line, #SnatchTheCrown, features bridal hoodies, boxing glove slippers, and a mug that says, "I do win." And the fans? Some are laughing, some are crying, and some are already organizing a full boycott. But the real question is, what's next? Because when a queen falls, the world watches. But when a legend like Remy Ma rises, oh baby, the comeback might just burn it all down. So here we are. A secret wedding. A public collapse. Fans in full-blown riot mode. And the internet asking just one question. What now? Because trust me, the story doesn't end at "I do." In fact, what's happening after the ceremony might just be worse than the wedding itself. Let's start with Remy Ma. Sources close to her camp, specifically a cousin who allegedly saw her at Whole Foods buying ice cream and plotting revenge, say she's already gearing up for a massive legal counterattack. Why? Because remember that LLC Papoose snuck under Claressa's name? Turns out, it used funds from Remy's own investments in their shared real estate venture. Yeah, that little apartment flipping side hustle they once bragged about on Love and Hip Hop? Now it's at the center of what might become the messiest lawsuit in rap history. Remy's legal team is preparing to argue financial fraud, emotional sabotage, and unauthorized use of shared intellectual property. Basically, Papoose might have walked down the aisle with Claressa, but now he's about to walk into court with smoke following him. And Claressa? Oh, she thought she was untouchable, posting selfies in her wedding gown with captions like, "I win in and out the ring." But guess what? That wedding might be void, because that so-called pastor who married them, his real name is Troy Jenkins, and he runs a prank YouTube channel called Holy Jokes. Yes, the man who officiated the wedding also once faked an exorcism in a Taco Bell. So now there's a real legal debate over whether the marriage is legitimate. The state of New Jersey is reportedly investigating multiple complaints tied to Troy's performances, and his license has already been flagged by the clerk's office. But here's where it gets really twisted. Remy Ma is making moves. Not just legal ones, media ones. Word on the street is she's been in secret talks with Netflix and Revolt TV to produce a docu-series titled Left at the Altar, The Remy Ma Story. That's right. Cameras, confessions, exclusive footage. And if what insiders are whispering is true, she's already recorded the first episode. The teaser line? He married a boxer, but forgot I've been fighting for my life since birth. Meanwhile, the public backlash against Papoose is spiraling. A viral petition titled "Strip Papoose of the King of Loyalty" title has hit over 1.2 million signatures. Fans are demanding he be removed from hip-hop's Mount Rushmore of faithful men. And it's not just Twitter noise. He was booed off stage at a recent performance in Atlanta when he tried to rap over a beat, only to have fans start chanting Remy, Remy, until the mic cut out. Even his own merch site crashed under the weight of angry refund requests. People don't want Black Love hoodies anymore. They want answers. As for Claressa, she may be undefeated in the ring, but in the court of public opinion, sis is on the ropes. A leaked screenshot from one of her old burner accounts showed her mocking Remy's infertility struggles with a comment. She couldn't carry a baby, or a marriage woman shrugging medium skin tone. Hashtag not my fault. That post alone has already cost her 2 brand deals, including a major sportswear collab that was set to drop this summer. And just when you thought it couldn't get lower, a fan uploaded security footage from a club event last year showing Claressa and Papoose slow dancing in the VIP section while Remy was performing on the main stage. Y'all, that ain't just betrayal. That's premeditated emotional murder. And yet, while the world is busy picking sides, throwing memes, and sending digital flowers to Remy Ma's inbox, a storm is quietly brewing in the shadows. A leaked phone call, allegedly between Remy and Fat Joe, has surfaced, where Joe tells her, "Let them play dirty, sis. We're about to clean the industry out. One lawsuit at a time." Translation? Remy's not just coming back. She's coming for everyone. Papoose, Claressa, the fake pastor, the wedding planner, the cousin who snitched. Everybody. In the meantime, let's not forget about the fans who stormed the venue. Authorities have now confirmed over 47 fans were arrested after trying to breach the gates of the private wedding estate. One fan reportedly climbed a catering truck, grabbed a bottle of champagne, and yelled, "This ain't love. This ain't loyalty." Another allegedly tried to fight the flower girl. And in the wildest twist of all, Remy Ma's own mother showed up. That's right. Ms. Ma herself, hood on, shades on, reportedly walked up to the venue, asked to speak to Papoose, and when turned away, tossed a purse directly at the best man's head and screamed, "I should have warned her about you 10 years ago." Iconic. As of now, Remy has gone silent on social media, but fans believe she's cooking something nuclear. One fan theory suggests she's working on a diss track titled Unfaithful Favors, with guest vocals from Cardi B and production by Swizz Beatz. Another wild rumor? She might pull an Adele and drop a surprise album titled by the number of days she spent heartbroken. Word is, the working title is 13. And if that happens, oh, you can guarantee this internet will never recover. Because Remy Ma may be down, but she's never out. She's been through worse. And every time the industry thinks she's finished, she rises like a lyrical phoenix with gold hoops and something to prove. So whether this is a full-blown war, a setup, or just the messiest publicity stunt in celebrity relationship history, one thing is clear. Remy Ma ain't done yet. She's just reloading. So now the question isn't what happened, it's what happens next. Will Remy Ma return with a diss track that ends careers? Will Papoose try to clean up his image, or double down on his new boxing bride? And what about Claressa? Can she survive this level of backlash, or will karma hit harder than any opponent she's ever faced in the ring? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. This wasn't just a love triangle gone wrong. This was a betrayal broadcast to the world, a collapse that rocked hip-hop culture, and a wedding that may go down as the most disrespectful power play in celebrity history. So now we turn to you, the real investigators, the day ones, the messy truth diggers. What do you think? Was Papoose justified, or did he commit the ultimate act of disloyalty? Was Claressa plotting from day one, or did Remy push them together with her own mistakes? Drop your hottest takes in the comments. No holding back. And if you're here for the chaos, the tea, and the comeback, smash that like button like Remy smashed her makeup table. Hit subscribe so you don't miss part 2 of the scandal, because trust me, what's coming next will make this look like child's play. And remember, this is not just gossip. This is Gossip Spill vibe, where the truth gets louder, the lies get exposed, and the shade, well, it writes itself. Until next time, stay woke, stay messy, and stay ready, because the next twist is already loading.